Hey, it's Regina from Eat Travel Life, and I want to thank the Rookie Chef for giving me a shout out. I am going to try one of your recipes on my site. I am usually behind the camera because this is going to take me several edits, and I'm just not good at this. I'd rather show you step by step what to do versus showing my face and having to take a lot of takes on because I make mistakes and it's just is not pretty. But I'm going to make this recipe. I'm going to make it a little bit different, my take on it. And for the ingredients, the specifics of how he's done it, I'm going to link that below so you can follow his recipe and get the exact measurements of everything. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have preheated my oven to 350 degrees. We're going to go ahead and get these pork chops out. We'll do a few at a time. We are going to cut some of the fat off. That'll just make it easier so we don't have to deal with that later. See how thin sliced these are? These are super thin. And if you want to save more money, instead of, what did we pay here? We paid $5.69 a pound for a little over a pound. If you buy a pork loin and catch it on sale, that a good price right now is about $2.99. You can go ahead and cut the pork loin into thin slices or ask the butcher to do it, and you'll save a lot more money. You can, pork loin is the same thing pork chops come from, or that's how I do it anyway. So we just cut all this off. One more. All right, let me wash up and we're gonna lay these pork chops out and then season them. So for seasonings, you can add in some cayenne pepper, black pepper, some black pepper, some onion powder, and then he said some roasted garlic and herb. I have no garlic and herb, so I'm going to use minced garlic and a little Italian seasoning, half and half those up for what he did, and I'm going to mix this up. All right. I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and get the pork chops. All right, we're gonna put the pork chops down. And I'm using more than he did because we can do leftovers here. Like that. Gonna pat down pork chops, make sure they're dry, just with some clean paper towel. I'm gonna take that seasoning and just go over and rub it on them. And our oven has come up to temp, so we can just go ahead and put those right in. There we go. Looking beautiful. Got that last of that seasoning there. All right, let's go ahead and put these in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll remove them and put the honey glaze on. To make the glaze, we're going to use some honey and some Tabasco, and you can make this as hot as you want, using some of our own honey from our bees from a couple years ago. And I'm just gonna, you want to be able to coat each pork chop. And we're not too spicy of people, so I'm only gonna add in what I think we might be able to tolerate. Go ahead and mix that in. You can smell the heat. So that's some hot honey now. Let's go ahead and prepare our potatoes while the pork chops still cook. All right, now we're gonna wash the potatoes and then throw some olive oil on them and pop them in the microwave. So this is just 1.5 pounds. Gives you that many little potatoes. Gonna add a little olive oil. Toss them around. Add a little salt. All right. I'm gonna put them in the container. And this is a microwavable container. I'm gonna close it up and leave the vent open and microwave them on high for about 6 minutes. Okay, this is after taking them out after 15 minutes. You can see how nice and cooked they look. We are going to put the glaze on and pop them back in the oven. And now is the time you should start your potatoes. So I have the glaze here, and you can just put a little dollop on and rub it all over, and just repeat that process for all the pork chops. That's like about a teaspoon of pork chop. I might need a little more. One more. I'm using foil makes easy cleanup. So if you wanted to, after these were done, you could pull all the foil off and then put biscuits on and serve biscuits too. Okay, so into the oven for 5 minutes. Here are the pork chops done with the glaze. The potatoes were not done at 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes. I think it's because I used 1.5 pounds, so we're putting them in for a couple more minutes and they should be done. Then it's time to plate up. Here are the potatoes all done. Nice and soft. I did have the top on for the first 5 minutes. The last 2 minutes I just removed it. So let's plate her up. And there you have it, the Rookie Chef's Honey Buffalo Pork Chops. They look pretty good. So the pork chops have quite the kick to them. A little bit more spice than I'm used to. And I think I might have cooked them a little long in the oven, but they were very delicious. So go ahead, follow the Rookie Chef and check out his recipe. Remember, we'll link to his information below so you can get the full recipe. Have a wonderful day. And FYI, I do not look like this when I cook most of the days. I have an apron on because I'm normally just in a t-shirt. My hair's not done. And my husband said, "Oh, you look so domesticated." I am still a feral. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day.